Agega side shinegwe abe hase kwa hiyo na Datoga padischo da bagidi abagongo la ikipinde adanya bia utalii popote. Abe hase.
Tanzania tumebarikiwa makabila zaidi ya 120 yenye tamaduni za kuvutia.
When you come to Lake Eyasi, you are visiting the tribes, Datoga, Hadzabe. Welcome to our Utalii Popote show.
Utalii Popote, fahari ya nchi yetu.
Mambo yote ni.
We are speaking to you directly from Lake Eyasi. You are more than welcome to learn about the culture and tradition of the Datoga and Hadzabe people. In Lake Eyasi, we are coexisting with the Hadza, which is like the true last hunter and gatherer tribe that left in Tanzania. So when you visit the Hadza, that means you're learning yourself how to survive in the wilderness, without any kind of civilization. And we need to get back to them to learn how to live out of nature, Like how to survive, how to get your own food. You don't have to go to supermarket every day, Hello guys, this is Sainga Musungu, all the way from Lake Eyasi. I am the local guide from Lake Eyasi area. I'm originally coming from the Datoga tribe. Historically, the Datoga are the people that originally were living in the Upper Nile region. Today is known as South Sudan and Ethiopia borderline. The Datoga people are Nilotic-speaking tribes, one of the oldest in East Africa. Kwaye na Datoga ohini afkana ngeng dia gende halanje da miasie na afkana da gisinde obahij amias halanje sanga khofanya da amias ka sanga moch. That was the Datoga language saying that in the tribe there's a saying say that you guys are most welcome to our tradition because we have a lot to share. We have a lot of beautiful stuff to share. So you're most welcome to Lake Eyasi for a visit and get to learn and get to hear from the horse mouths like how the tribe lives, what are the beliefs, what are the tradition, what are the foods, what are the lifestyles, and so and so. So we are moving down all the way to the northern part of Tanzania between 500 to 1,000 years ago. So we lived in the Ngorongoro area for a very long time and then later moved to the Ngorongoro crater. Lived in the crater for a bit sometimes and then later moved out after having civil war with the Maasai tribe, and then they were able to kick the tribe, the Datoga tribe, out of the crater, and then we are all scattered in the Ngorongoro highlands. The Datoga actually are divided in sub-tribes. The main ones are the Datoga pastoralists, which I am one of them, and part of the clan are blacksmiths. So we make knives, we make arrowheads, we make spears, we make different tools. So normally we receive tourists that are visiting the village. We have different activities in here where it can be carried out. So you can spend from a day trip, 2 days, 3 days to a week here because it's a lifestyle,
See you.
have authentic and very traditional lifestyle that we live in here. You get to interact with the people, you know, you get to naturally interact and get to learn from them. So you visit a family and you get to know them, you get to understand the culture because we live very traditional. So you get to understand the Datoga culture, like how they live, like the division of labor. You get to learn about their beliefs, you know, their traditional norms and customs, you know, their dress, you know, the food. So you get to visit the family, you get to learn their way of life. The blacksmith's way of doing the stuffs here is very traditional, you know.
Which was very emotional for me personally.
That's why you can stay for a week and keep learning every day, like a new culture.
It's so beautiful to see how people use raw materials to make necklaces, bracelets from natural sources. You know, recycled metals, how they personally make it by hand by heating up the metals in fire, then cooling it in water.
So the difference between this and the other ones, this is been in a slow fire for a week.
Yeah.
So it makes it more strong, more colorful, and it can last, like, you can have the brass forever, you know.
And does the color, because as you see the color change, there's color difference, does that also depend on how long it's in the fire or what materials are being used?
Yes,
or?
exactly. It depends on how long it stays in the fire and what material.
Can I feel that one?
Yeah, you can feel that one. So you can feel the difference, right?
Yeah, this is way heavy.
This is way heavy.
And it was incredible to see with your own two eyes and to experience it and to hear the sounds and all that goes into it.
Until it's flat and then they cut in a different shapes. So it's still on the process.
Yeah,
Yes.
but it's so thin. It's almost like paper. It really made me emotional in a very good way. I think it's eye-opening to see how much people are able to create from something so simple and make it so beautiful.
It's really one of the best opportunities for us to showcasing the culture, you know, the tradition, the region, you know, the authenticity of the tribe, to showcase the culture in the world. So it's really good.
Tanzania tumebarikiwa makabila zaidi ya 120 yenye tamaduni za kuvutia.
Thank you for watching Utalii Popote Show.
Utalii Popote, fahari ya nchi yetu.
And see you next time.